Well, howdy friends. Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters in the Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and we have a super exciting product launch and epic product announcement today that's going to change fly fishing forever. You know, it was 2 years ago that we launched our line of revolutionary like butter fly fishing products. And they really have revolutionized the sport of fly fishing, as you all know. And we really appreciate the support. The response was absolutely overwhelming. Of course, my favorite, the Like Butter Fly Floatant. Pat Kelly loves the Like Butter Line Lubricant. Linda uses the Like Butter sunscreen all the time. Andy's constantly out there lubing reels with the Like Butter reel lube. And of course, you see Ryan tying with the Like Butter fly tying caddies all the time. And although this stuff was revolutionary, we didn't want to stop there. We've taken it one step further, and we're now announcing our line of flavored Like Butter Fly Floatants. We worked with a team of 17 flavorologists and 14 scentologists to come up with 13 different flavors of fly floating. If you add in the Like Butter, that makes 14. We stopped at 14 because we had 7 and we figured that's a lucky number, so we added another 7 to be extra lucky, and we came up with a grand total of 14. And there's just a variety of different flavors, and stay tuned because I'm going to run you through each flavor, and when I like to use it, you're going to find different uses and different applications for the flavors. We've also found that in different parts of the country, some flavors work better than others, and of course we'll put that information on our website. And chime in as you start to experiment with the different flavors of fly floating. Let us know. We'd like to hear some feedback from you. But what this means to the dry fly world, think about this. You used to just have to go to the river and match the hatch. Well, now you're going to have to match the hatch, yes, but you're going to have to try to pick what flavor the fish wants on any given day. It just adds a whole new dimension and a whole new challenge to dry fly fishing. For example, a Hendrickson. One of my favorite dry flies to fish in April. Well, a Hendrickson is no longer just a Hendrickson, friends. He might be an old pizza Hendrickson. He might be instant coffee Hendrickson. So you're really gonna have to get creative and experiment around. But I'm telling you, if you pick the right flavor, the fish it blows fish out of the water. You've never seen anything like it. A Royal Wolf, not just a Royal Wolf anymore, okay? What if, for example, the fish you're after is vegan? We have a vegan fly floating now, so this would be a vegan Royal Wolf. So we have just opened up a Pandora's box of options and exciting new challenges in the world of fly fishing that you maybe never thought of before. I don't think anybody ever did. But flavor matters. Flavor really matters. The elk hair caddis, not just an elk hair anymore. Are we going to put grape on there? Are we going to go old pizza? Are we going to go shrimp cocktail? You never know. I tell you that my favorite, little secret, and we'll talk more about this, but my favorite for an elk hair caddis is the corn dog with mustard, by a long shot. I mean, it turns an elk hair caddis into, I can't even begin to tell you how effective this fly can be with the corn dog with mustard. Flavored fly floating from Mad River Outfitters Like Butter. Now, don't worry, friends. These fly floatants are all still butter-based. And of course, as you remember, we only use grass-fed cows, and they are also low flatulence to help preserve the environment. So, of course, we did not just trust the experts. I never trust an expert. So, when we got our hands on the samples of these, we had the team here at Mad River Outfitters taste test all of these to make sure that they were legitimate flavors in our new line of fly floatants. So of course we thought it would be a great idea to taste test these new fly floatants before we brought them to market. What do you think? What do you think?
Something very familiar. I like
Zappa
it.
Gap.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. So I grabbed 3 of our team, the best taste testers we have. Mad River Outfitters board meeting, taste testing like butter fly floatant, to try out the new flavored like butter fly floatants. No?
Nope.
You don't like the battery?
Nope.
Okay, so we did also discover in our research that the way a trout tastes is slightly different than the way a human tastes. So you'll just have to trust us. When the label says avocado toast, trust us. That's how it's gonna taste to the fish, okay? But let me just take a few minutes and run you through some of my favorite flavors and when and maybe where I like to use them. Of course, my favorite is always gonna be the traditional like butter. You know how I am with butter. I can't get enough of it, and that's always gonna be my favorite in the line. But I have found some fantastic uses for some of these other flavors. The banana. The banana tends to work, it works really well in the south in the warmer climes. And if you are, I tell you what, if you're fishing poppers for bass, especially like Guadalupe bass and things like that, spotted bass, the banana just works really well. It also works really well in California. And I have found that it works well in the afternoon, sort of as a mid-afternoon snack. Believe it or not, you're just gonna have to trust us on this. This is the battery or battery acid. And it's in particular, it's AA battery. And yeah, I can't explain it whatsoever, but the fish like the taste that a battery puts off. It's strange, I know. Oh, these are non-rechargeable batteries. So once this tub is out, you have to buy another one. The grape. Grape, everybody loves grape. Who doesn't love a grape soda? It turns out that trout, and this is probably one of the most popular. It works anywhere, but especially for folks in Spain and Italy, this one tends to really, really work well. And I've found that one works almost any time of day. The unflavored, don't even mess with it. Why would you buy a flavored fly floatant that's unflavored? Of course, it is $3 cheaper. So if you're looking to save a few bucks, you can get the unflavored, but then a Hendrickson's just gonna be a Hendrickson. So what's the point? Avocado toast. This is my favorite one for early morning hatches. This one really works almost anywhere, but the early morning bugs, especially trichos and bugs like that, the avocado toast tends to work really well. This one really befuddled me as well. This one is Zappa Gap flavored. It turns out that all these years, the guys were telling you don't use Zappa Gap because the fish can smell it. Lo and behold, the fish love the smell of Zappa Gap. I couldn't believe it either. I couldn't believe it either, but it turns out they really do love the Zappa Gap. So if you didn't smear enough Zappa Gap on your fly to begin with, you can add the Zappa Gap scent along with the butter flotation. And I tell you, it's not sticky. So you're not gonna glue the fly to your fingers or anything like that. This is the best one for the early morning by a long shot. If the avocado toast doesn't cut it for you, try the instant coffee. The instant coffee is exceptional. The old pizza. This one works well, of course, if you're hungover. But this one is really great for the evening hatches, your drakes, your sulfurs, things like that. The old pizza is really, really one of my favorites, and it smells good in general. The shrimp cocktail. We have found that the shrimp cocktail works good in the coastal states. The closer you get to the ocean, it turns out that the fish somehow do smell the shrimp out there. And the shrimp cocktail is really also one of my favorites. And then, of course, this one really threw me. This one works great in the summer months, okay, especially when there's carnivals and fairs and stuff going on. The corn dog. And we do have the corn dog with mustard and without mustard. I really haven't figured out which one to use when on that one. But you'll just have to play around with it. I'd get them both for sure. Some days you want mustard, some days you don't. And then I think last but not least, we have the vegan. We wanted to be inclusive. We know that not all trout eat meat, and you may encounter that at some point in your angling career. So we wanted to offer up the vegan version of the fly floating there. So there you go, friends. I just can't say enough about it. I know that it's not really that great a fly floating, which is why we added flavor, and why we're really going to be pushing this a lot and talking about the flavors of our flies. I mean, heck, this stuff works so well. I'm using it on nymphs. I'm slathering it on streamers, and with the original too. Keep a bottle of the original too, because if you get hungry, you just pour a little bit in there. So, listen, friends, we really appreciate you being here, and couldn't be more excited. You go to badriveroutfitters.com and see the whole line of flavored fly floatants. I know this video is going to go viral because this is going to absolutely game changer, change the landscape of fly fishing, period, forever. As always, we appreciate you being here. Be sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Also, check the date on video releases always for contextual reasons. So, thanks as always for being here. Stay tuned. I couldn't believe it either, but it turns out they really do love Zappa Gap. So if you didn't smear enough,
it's not sticky.
to the trout, you can trust us there. So let me just take a few minutes and run you through the different flavors here. We just had a little malfunction there. I'm not sure what happened there. But they're AA batteries. Tastes like poo. If you like this video, hit subscribe. It helps out a lot. And check out these videos. We think you might like them too.